Hi, I am Selena Johnson and I am a coach. I honestly, if you had told me 2.5 years ago that I would ever say I was a coach, I would have told you you're crazy. So I'm just going to talk to you about my journey to deciding to become a coach, and then also in the couple years that I've been doing it, how it's absolutely changed my life, and honestly, the best decision I ever made. Let's chat. A few years ago, it's 4.5, 5 years ago now, I really had gotten to a place of burnout. I had two little ones. I was, I guess, for all intents and purposes, living the life of my dreams. I had my babies that I had been waiting and praying for so long. I had a beautiful husband, beautiful home. Everything's going great. Great job, all the things. But I was in a place of trying to keep the ship afloat. And I was not doing it very good. I was not filling my cup. I was going to work every day. I was getting up just in time to go to work, going to work, not in a really good mindset. And I would be coming home from work. I would, do all the things with toddlers. I'd get dinner on the table and do laundry and pick up the toys and maybe even get my computer back out because work was crazy, and I would try to do that more, and then I would pour myself into bed at night and start all over again the next day. Not fueling my body. I was not taking care of myself. I could not even tell you if I was drinking water regularly, and I had really come to this point of burnout, and the results of that were lack of energy, frustration, anger, which is sad for me to say, but it was true. Is my first response was I would just get snippy with people. I would not, I wasn't eating properly, so I definitely was in a place of hangry, if you know what that feels like. And I just wasn't my best self. I wasn't doing the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves. And I knew it in the back of my mind. I knew that it was not good, but I didn't know what to do to get out of it. And I was busy. I didn't have time to look into it. I then got to this place physically where I would go to get up in the morning and put my feet on the ground, and my feet would lack circulation. And it would happen one day, and then the next day, and the next day. And I went 6 months like that. I didn't tell a single soul, and it was concerning. I didn't know what was happening with my body. But I am thankful for it happening, because one day when I woke up and I put my feet on the ground and I didn't have circulation in my feet again, I had this, I'll never forget it, I had this flash image of me at 50, 60, 70 years old and who I was on the path to becoming. And I didn't like it. I wasn't going to be present for my kids. I wasn't going to be there for my grandkids potentially. I wasn't going to be the best I could be for my husband. I was doing a job, but I wasn't showing up for work in a role of leadership that I should be. I was not full of joy. I'll never forget that day in my bedroom by myself and just losing it, and realizing that I could do better, realizing that I had an opportunity to change the course, and that I didn't know how I was going to do it, and I wasn't sure where to start, but I knew that I had to change something. And I won't take you in to the next few months of me trying things out and figuring things out. And honestly, I just started drinking water. That was I didn't even know what to do. So I just started with water. And I will always tell anyone, just start small, and it will compound if you keep doing actions. So at some point it brought me to a friend of mine who was working out at home and doing nutrition and in a support group online. How weird is that? I was like, no, that's okay. It's not for me. But I needed something, and I knew I could not go back to trying to go to the gym. I did that before kids. It was the first thing I cut out because I never showed up there. I was super insecure the whole time. I bounced from machine to machine. I didn't know what I was doing. And I was pretty sure anytime I ran on the treadmill, everyone was watching me, and very confident I was going to fall on my face at some point. So it was just a very uncomfortable space for me. The gym was not the jam for me. And so as I kind of was struggling with finding something and knowing I needed to change something, I kept having that picture in my mind of the future self I wanted to be. I finally said yes. And I thought, well, what do I have to lose? And so I joined a accountability group, and I joined our workouts. I started kind of seeing that there was a thing there that I could maybe have at my fingertips, and it really kind of built as I gained confidence in these actions I was taking, got me to a place of going all in on a program. I can't even describe it. It changed my life. It brought me into a group of people who were doing it all together. It brought me into a season of knowing I was capable of so much more than I ever thought I was. It brought me abs, which was crazy. It brought me, I found my true, like, I guess, grit during that process. And so going all into that program led me to a place of the people in my life asking me what I was doing. And one of the people in my life was my mom. And my mom is, to this date, still my very favorite transformation story. But when she said, I think I want to look into this and check this out, I knew in that moment that I didn't want to give her to another coach. And I had been asked by my coach if I'd ever want to coach, and I did not see myself as a person who could do this. I did not see myself as a person who anyone would look at and think, oh, I'm going to let her guide me through this process. I didn't see that at all. She saw it in me, but I didn't see it. But when my mom said, I want to do this, I thought, I'll just do it for her. I'll just be available to coach for any friends and family that are interested. And I know that I've done the programs. I know I can help her. And I had no vision on my horizon of growing a team or growing a large group of people holding each other accountable or anything like that. I just knew that I wanted to do it for my mom. And then I also started to think, well, I'm loving the products. Like, I can't live without them. And so, if there's income from that, then great, that'll help pay for my products. And that is really how I started. That first time that my mom updated me that she was down 10 pounds on the nutrition program, I was hooked. I was all in. I was all in. I thought, there's other people in this world besides my mother that need this. And I started to kind of see that if I know it's changed my life, and I know that I have found a joy in fueling myself and filling my cup, there are other people who need this. And it was that moment, probably you guys week 1, honestly. It was, I think, the second week of me deciding to be available for coaching that was it. That was it. I was hooked. And I honestly haven't looked back. And I want to just kind of take you real quick through what that has meant for me. The number one thing we have to do is take care of ourselves. So the accountability is above anything else I've ever experienced, because I have to show up. I have people counting on me. I have to be there for them. Another huge factor is personal development. So, spending each day feeding my mind, I am a different person than I was when I said yes a couple years ago, tentatively said yes. It has helped me to get out of my comfort zone. I would always say I was an outgoing person and friendly and all the things, but I was so in my own head that I was not intentionally creating relationships. I wasn't pouring myself into other people. And you can only do that if you have a full cup. So I wasn't doing the things to fill myself up, and then I wasn't paying it forward in any way. Really know that all of that has led to this moment. I have a team of people who are doing the same thing, who are full of joy and grace for each other, and learning that healthy living is not something that should be depriving or stressful. I have a group of people who are now encouraging each other every single day, and therefore encouraging me and inspiring me that if you're on the fence, there literally is no risk. The only thing you have is to gain so much. I am on the other side of it now, full of joy and watching my team grow in a way that I never thought would be possible. And I really feel in the depths of my soul that if you're feeling called to this and tugged to do this, it's for you. There's a reason that it's in your heart. And whatever the level that looks like for you may be different, but there's a reason that you're being called to be in this place right now watching this video and that you've made it this far in. So I hope that helps answers any questions. I hope this inspires you to think about your own journey, and I hope you have a good day.